Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. We'll be watching Tesla. If you're not familiar with my screen here, watching Tesla right there out of the opening gates. We'll be looking to do some options on it. So we'll see what happens. Definitely going to have more of a bullish bias on the open. So I will be looking to play some call options. But I mean, these are live, meaning I don't know what's coming next. So maybe in 5 minutes, I'm all of a sudden bearish on it because this is, like I said, not a recording. It's not some sort of post commentary or anything like that. Our trade recap, I don't know what's coming next. So that's what I mean by live. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, as of now, bullish bias towards Tesla. But we'll see if anything changes over the next 5 minutes before the market opens. And the market's going to open up here any second. There we go. Markets are open. So let's see what Tesla wants to do here. Okay, in at 844. See if this thing wants to turn itself back around. Like I said, bullish biased. Okay, got 9 contracts now with an average of 780. Let's see this thing start to bounce here. Might look to try to pick up some more. Like I said, just very bullish bias on it. I would like to see some upwards momentum first, though. Like that. So 15 contracts now. Looking for this thing to start to come back up. What is that? Yeah, 673. If it can get up through there, I'm liking the chances that this thing makes a nice move. So let's see this thing start to bounce here. Got to get above 672 first. Definitely trying to consolidate out here, which I'm liking. What is that? 671. So if it looks like it's going to want to go back over 671, I'm going to pick up some more shares. So watching 671 very closely. Wow, what a pullback. just try to buy some more. I'm not sure. Maybe I was too far away. Let's try that. There we go. So now I have 19 contracts, average of 710. So let's see this thing finally start to bounce here. Like to see it up above 672. That would be a great first sign. It's got that VWAP though, which could be a problem. But if it can get up through that VWAP, the dotted yellow line, that would be fantastic. Yeah, let's see what it wants to do. It's working its way up. Got to get above 671 here. Still got one left. Want to let this one work for me now. Love to see this thing make a move up to 673. There we go. Good, good, good. Can this get over 674? I think it's got a chance at this point. All out there for $510. And that's what happens when you're convicted. I know, Clay, you were down way more than 510, and you're right. But that's why trading is a probabilities game. And you heard me from the get-go. I was bullish bias coming in, and this will sound cocky, this will sound arrogant, but I put my money where my mouth is. The markets was coming down and down and down, but yet I was buying. I believed in the dip. And now I don't believe in all dips, but in this situation, I really did. And it paid off nicely. And yeah, what did I get that last contract out? 820. Yeah, I could have gotten more for that final one. But it is what it is at this point. I guess that's hindsight for you. Was a little, again, I'm take this for what it's worth, because when you judge yourself in hindsight, of course, you're going to be like, well, I did that wrong. But at the time, you don't know. But I didn't lose track, but I didn't need to take off another 5 at 725. So that order right there should not have been, again, hindsight, yes, but I'm not going to act like this was a flawless trade either. It was definitely the right trade from the sense of being convicted, being bullish, putting your money where your mouth is. But as far as like perfect trade, no, that one should have not have been there. But overall, it worked out. And again, just to reiterate, because you're not wrong, Clay, your P&L, you're down way more than that. And yes, you're right, but that's why it's unrealized, because it's not real. Could that have become real? Would it have been a big loss? It absolutely could have. However, odds are, like I said, I felt the probabilities were in my favor and in a very strong way, hence why I kept buying. And again, this will sound bad, and I was right. Right? Not necessarily me, but the odds, the probabilities, the setup, the context, everything that went into the trade plan turned out to be right. So in that regard, and look at this thing still go. Yeah, in big hindsight, Clay, you should still be holding all your contracts right now. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong at all. As it's made a huge move since then. So I guess it just goes to show that, yes, I was right to be bullish biased, but I by no means traded it perfectly. But that again, that is all hindsight. And this is my favorite part, because you always have people, and the trolls show up. Clay, you don't know what you're doing. I do know what I'm doing. I know odds, I know probabilities, I know context, and I'm well aware that if that would have been a losing trade, it would have been a losing trade. Now, would it have blown up my account? No. Would it have wrecked my month? No. Would it have, destroyed, would that send me and my family under a bridge? No, absolutely not. So yes, it would have been a bigger gain or loss. And when those losses occur, yes, they do wipe out a chunk of gains. But the odds that they happen are very, very low, assuming that you understand the context, have a strategy. And look at this thing, now up over highs. So yes, I was, good to see. Makes me look kind of stupid for getting out where I did. But again, that's all pure hindsight right there. But I'll take 500. Let's see, that trade ended at, 9:37. So, I mean, $500 in under 10 minutes. I'm going to take that all day long. And the learning lesson here is, if you're convicted of a trade, be convicted. Put your money where your mouth is. Now, don't confuse that with, oh crap, I was wrong, I'm not quite sure. All right, I'm just gonna average down. I'm just gonna randomly add more to the position. That's not what I'm getting at here. I'm saying, assuming you're operating under a valid assumptions, a valid strategy, and understand the overall context of things, have some conviction, be willing to put some energy behind your thought process and your confidence level. Is your confidence level always going to work out? Absolutely not. Doesn't mean that it's going to work out. But when you remain calm, when you trust the system, trust the odds, trust the quote unquote most likely situation, the things can still turn out in your favor. And I think this is all worked out, because I'm actually up at my, I own a piece of property in northern Michigan, over 300 acres. And I just say that to give context, where I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere. So hopefully the recording and it sounds okay and it looks okay. It better, because this was an important one and something that proved a lot. But to also be fair, the other thing that I did not do, right, I should have added more, right? So that's the other thing is, maybe you can say, Clay, I don't think you were confident enough. And hey, that's also a fair critique, but again, a critique in hindsight, as had I added some more during that, wow, that would have been even more than $500. But overall, very happy with it. I'm going to wrap it up and call it a day. Like I said, I'm up at the investment property. I have my, one of my daughters with me, and she wants to go on a Ranger ride. So I'm going to take her on a Ranger ride. We're going to shoot some guns. We're going to have some good country fun here. And so moral of the story, if you have a valid system, if you understand what you're doing, have a strategy that's a legitimate strategy, hey, have some confidence in it. Have some conviction. If you are extremely bearish or bullish biased, then all right, be confident. Put some money where your mouth is. And is every time it going to work out? Absolutely not. If only that were the case. But in most cases, is it going to work out? Yeah, it will work out. That's why you can be a consistent trader, because you find those odds, you find those edges. And I think I'm kind of rambling on at this point. I guess I'm just kind of trying to stall to see how this works out. But I accomplished all that I did. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and leave a comment down below. I already know what some of the comments are going to be, because I can always tell who actually didn't listen and watch the whole video based on the comments, because I guarantee you some people's comments are still going to say the exact same things that I just addressed. So look out for them in the comment section. Will there be those people? Look down in the comment section. Are you going to see people that are like, yep, that person clearly didn't listen, because they continue to say what Clay explained. But I guess that's just the nature of social media. And then also, if you do want to learn more about charts, how to use charts, my philosophy of charts, and how to use them as a tool to build strategies, build trade plans, get that confidence, and get consistent results, then I do offer a live class. I'm going to cut to details of that right now. So if you're interested in the live class, totally free, you can sign up for that. And like I said, I'm going to cut to those details right now. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.